Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Extra Mile with Whitewater Freight. I'm William Butchkai, and this is where we go from moving freight to moving the world, even just that much. So, today we're going to talk about arguing because everybody likes to talk about arguing. And so we'll see how this one turns out. But have you ever noticed that it's so easy to get pulled into an argument? Whether it's online or in the office or even just one of those friends that insists that pineapple goes on pizza. I'm one of those people, by the way. I'm totally all for it. But it just sometimes feels like it's so easy to fight. What if I told you that most of the arguments aren't even about the topic at hand? It's just about getting and grabbing your attention. And it's also just sort of a response that we've built a habit into. It's kind of like a uh, cue and reward like habit. But we'll get into that later. So what we're going to start with is called the attention economy. And it's kind of why everyone's arguing, or at least a portion of why everyone's arguing. We live in an economy where attention is kind of considered currency. Social media thrives on conflict because it keeps people engaged. News outlets stir up controversy because it drives clicks. Even businesses and some competitors focus more on stirring the pot than actually delivering real value. Now, those last two words are the most important words of this entire thing for me is real value. But again, we'll get to that at another point. But these places don't focus on real value. They focus on manipulation that will keep people's attention held. And the result is we're all getting baited into pointless arguments that sometimes we actually don't even care about. And most of the time, they actually don't serve us at all. They don't do anything good for us, and usually quite the opposite. So the question is, how do we break ourselves out of this cycle and focus on what really matters? So, how to stop arguing and stay in control. Number one, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Not every disagreement needs to be a battle. Before engaging, ask, is this useful? Shout out to one of our past vlogs. But is it useful? If it won't change anything or improve anything, then it's just noise. And it's just more noise that you need to deal with. And frankly, we all have way too much noise as it is. Number two, don't take the bait. People love to stir up drama. Some people thrive on it. And the best response, don't give them what they want. If someone's trying to pull you in an argument, stay calm. Don't engage emotionally. Just disconnect from it. It's unnecessary. Number three, shift from debate to dialogue. I'm going to talk about Ted Lasso here. But a lot of arguments happen because people feel unheard. Instead of going into win mode, where we're trying to actually win whatever we're talking about, try going into curiosity mode. Ask questions instead of making statements. Like I said, Ted Lasso got it right. Be curious, not judgmental. It's amazing how much conflict you can diffuse by being genuine and trying to understand the other side. Number four, silence is power. I've heard it said that if you're silent on something, you can't be misquoted. I still think people would read into that, but silence is power. You don't have to respond to everything. Not everything deserves your response, and not everything is worth your time or attention. Sometimes the best move is no move at all. Walk away, let it go. If it's online, just close the app. So the logistics tie in and the power of staying professional. In logistics, things go wrong. Load gets delayed, customer gets frustrated, a carrier pushes back on a rate. You can either get defensive and argue, or you can focus on solutions. And let me tell you, clients don't remember who won an argument. They remember who solved their problem. At Whitewater Freight, we're focused on problem solving, not finger pointing. And that's how you win in the long run. So I think in general, if we get to move the world like that much, I think we should shift our focus away from buying into the attention economy or letting ourselves be sold on the attention economy and step back from these things. Step back from all the arguments online, step back from all the arguments in the office, step back on always having an emotional reaction to everything, and just start thinking, is it useful? Is it worth my time? And then you cannot engage in absolutely everything. At the end of the day, attention is honestly limited, and where you put yours determines your results. So instead of wasting it on arguments that don't matter, focus it on things that do, like your goals, your relationship, and your impact on the world around you. So this is Whitewater Freight, just trying to do our part to move the world. And we will talk to you next time.